Someday by Judith Grandpré Smith. Hey little boy, someday you will rise and shine. Use your mind to expand and soar, to do more. Jump out the ghetto. Quick, strong fingers, long, lanky legs. Reach for the horizon, stretch far and wide. Push forward. Dream, visualize, there's more than basketball. Play the game of life. Stand back, aim and shoot for the stars. Exercise your brain, sharpen your skills. Make school your goal. Aim high, score high. You can do it someday.
Powerful words which hang prominently in his bedroom are the inspiration for 21-year-old Robbie Gordon, born with spina bifida, a neural tube defect which has left both he and his younger sister wheelchair-bound.
We learned that there was a needle point, just a needle hole that was on his body. And as he grew inside of my wife, that hole got bigger. And as the hole got bigger, the bone marrow started seeping through, boring a hole through his flesh. And with spina bifida, we learned that the higher up the wound is in the spine, the more deformed the child becomes. Robbie's arm was at the smock of his back, right at the waistline.
Despite medical recommendation, Robbie's parents refused to terminate the pregnancy, instead raising Robbie as a happy, normal child who was defying all odds. But his optimism did not protect him from the challenges he would soon face.
I was playing in the playground, and I always noticed that I was, just sitting here for no reason. I couldn't run up the stairs with them. I couldn't hang on the monkey bars. I couldn't, be on the little tire.
To walk up to the playground and just see my kids sitting in the wheelchair and all the other kids are having fun, running about, swinging, merry-go-round, and they're just sitting there. And I thought that was so unfair, so unfair.
They came up with some funding. They made the playgrounds wheelchair accessible, and it was amazing to finally feel accepted amongst your friends at that early age.
Acceptance of his differences was short-lived. Once Robbie reached adolescence, he was the target of discrimination, verbal abuse, and cyberbullying by his peers.
Some people felt like my disability was contagious, so if I touched them, they would get spina bifida as well, unfortunately. And I just felt like I wasn't accepted at all in middle school.
Robbie told me that he said, "Mom, I'm not going to run from this. I'm going to deal with it." And just let people know I hurt, and I want to be respected. I don't think this is a joke. This is a part of who I am, but it don't define me as a person.
Darker days arrived with the tragic news that Robbie's older brother, along with his pregnant girlfriend, had been brutally murdered. His brother, having been shot in the head, was then set on fire in the only family vehicle used to transport Robbie and his sister Valeria.
Things got worse from that day on amongst my wife and I. She started taking pain pills, all kind of pills to soothe herself. I started drinking. I figured it was time for me to move out. And neither she or I was paying attention to him because we were so caught up in our own foolishness,
I got to a very, low time. I basically got depressed and wanted to commit suicide. I just felt like my peers didn't really care about my well-being. I just felt like every day I didn't want to be there.
We decided to pull Robbie out of school and homeschool him. And he graduated along with his class.
After years of struggling to fit in, Robbie was introduced to the Tampa Bay Strong Dogs wheelchair basketball team. Playing with this professional team provided him with a renewed sense of motivation, strength, and a reason to live.
Robbie came out to play wheelchair basketball with the juniors. Automatically became like a team leader, floor leader with the kids, teaching them basics and stuff like this.
And there was this one kid out there that was just running circles around everybody. And he was in an everyday chair. The rest of the kids was like in basketball chairs. And I'm sitting on watching, I'm like, wow, this is unreal. I was like, he needs to come play with adults.
He came out for the first practice and they beat him down. They turned him over, flipped him over. I mean, they dominated him. Every time he tried to shoot, they slapped the ball out of his hand. I mean, they roughed him up pretty well. And on our way home, he said, Dad, I don't want to play with them anymore. Dad being Dad, I said, no, son, you're going to play this game and you're going to learn it. And I kept bringing him back.
Finally was on the team and I finally got a chance to showcase my talent. I was in the gym every day after school. I was in the gym night, day, morning. I wanted to be the best in my age group, in the whole United States.
Robbie was the youngest player, and he challenged those guys to do the work and exercise and eating right. It was like, who is this little kid telling me all this? But he put in the work.
I made it my mission to start in the first tournament and to try my best to lead them to a championship.
Today, his time on and off the court has helped Robbie to realize that his chair is not a disability, but a gift that has enabled his extraordinary athleticism, inspiring others with his story of achievement over adversity.
My son is my hero. I'm proud of him. He has taught me so much.
I want to be in the Paralympics in 2020 to win my first gold medal. I'm just focusing on my life, my future.
As Robbie continues to work towards securing his future, his message remains strong yet simple. Aim high, score high. You can do it someday.